Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In previous video we have seen the types of elementary signals. In this video we are going to discuss about systems and their types. So without wasting your time, let us start with the systems. A system is defined as an entity that manipulates one or more signals to accomplish a function, thereby producing new signals. That means the x of t is the input signal and the system will totally work on that input signal and it gives and produces the new output. The block diagram representation of a system is as shown in this figure. A system may be also defined as it is a set of elements and functional blocks that are interconnected and to produce the output, that is y of t, in response to an input x of t, is called as system. The input signal x of t is also called as excitation and the y of t is also called as a response of that system. The well-known example of the continuous time systems are amplifier, filter or another electronic systems. The response y of t of a system to the excitation x of t in the time domain depends on the impulse response of h of t of the system. The relationship between them is as follows, that is y of t is equal to x of t star h of t, where this star represents the convolution of x of t and h of t. In the frequency domain, the system response is totally depends on the transfer function of that system. Next, we will move towards the types of systems. So depending on the type of input signal, that is either continuous time or discrete time, the system is classified into two types that are as follows. The first is continuous time system and second discrete time system. Let us see first continuous time system. A continuous time system is defined as the system which processes a continuous time signal to produce another continuous time signal. The continuous time signal at the input of a continuous time system is denoted by x of t and the continuous time response of the system is denoted by y of t, which can be shown in this figure. Second is a discrete time system. A discrete time system is defined as the system which processes a discrete time signal to produce another discrete time signal. And the discrete time signal at the input of discrete time system is here denoted by x of n and the discrete time response of the system is denoted by y of n. This figure shows the block schematic of a discrete time system. There are some examples of a practical systems like communication system, control system, remote sensing, biomedical signal processing and auditory systems. Next is a classification of a continuous time system. As we know that the system is divided into continuous time and discrete time. So the classification of these continuous time signals are also available in discrete time system also. So the first type of system is linear and non-linear system. Second, time variant and time invariant systems. Third type of system is causal or non-causal systems. Fourth, stable and unstable systems. And last, static or dynamic systems. So let's move towards the first type of system, that is linear and non-linear system. A system is said to be linear if it satisfies the superposition theorem. So for know what is meant by superposition theorem, first of all we have to consider here the two continuous time systems which can be defined as follows. That is y of t is equal to function of x1 of t and y2 of t which is equal to function of x2 of t is present. Here this y1 of t and y2 of t, this y1 of t and y2 of t are responses and x1 of t and x2 of t are the excitations. Then a continuous time system will be called as a linear system if it satisfied this equation. The equation is given in this block, that is function of a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t is equal to a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t, where a1 and a2 are nothing but constants. If you see the left hand side term, it shows that inputs x1 of t and x2 of t are multiplied with a1 and a2. Then the product terms are added, and finally the addition is passed through the system. Okay, whereas this right hand side equation shows that here the x1 of t and x2 of t are passed through the system to produce the new signal, that is y1 of t and y2 of t, and the individual system responses are then multiplied by again constant a1 and a2, and finally the product terms are added, that is a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t. So this equation shows that the even after following completely different sequences of operations, we get the same outputs. This is called as linearity or superposition. This property we can see in diagrammatically as shown in this figure. Here the x of t is the input which is multiplied with the constant a1, and second input, that is x2 of t, which is again multiplied with the value a2, constant value. After that, at the upper side we will get here a1 x1 of t, and from below a2 x2 of t. Then after adding a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t, we have to provide as the input to that given system. Then our system will produce the new signal, that is y of t. Again this y of t is described as the x1 of t signal which is given to the individual system, which will produce the individual output, that is y1 of t, which is again multiplied with the a1, and the second signal x2 of t, which produces the second output, that is y2 of t. Here x2 of t is multiplied with this a2 of t, and finally we will get here the same equation. That means if you multiply the constant, that is a1 a2 to the left hand side value, the same constants are multiplied with the right hand side also, which is nothing but the principle of linearity. So the continuous time system is said to be linear if it satisfies the superposition theorem, and a continuous time system is said to be non-linear if it does not satisfy the superposition theorem stated in above equation. Communication channels and filters are the examples of the linear systems. Second, the linearity of discrete time system. We can define the linearity of discrete time system in the similar way as that of continuous time systems. A discrete time system is said to be linear if it satisfies the superposition theorem. Let's consider the two discrete time system is defined as follows, that is y1 of n is equal to f of x1 of n, and y2 of n is equal to function of x2 of n. Then a discrete time system is called as a linear system if it satisfies the following expression, that is f of a1 x1 of n plus a2 x2 of n, which is equal to a1 y1 of n plus a2 y2 of n. Here again a1 and a2 are the constants. So again a discrete time system is said to be linear if it satisfies the superposition theorem, and it is non-linear if it does not satisfy the superposition theorem, which we have studied earlier. Okay, so in terms of continuous time signal, x1 of t signal is used, and for describing the discrete time signal we are using x of n signal. Okay, I think it is clear to you. In second next point, we are going to solve here some problems based on the linear and non-linear systems. So let's start with the first problem. Check whether the following system is linear or not. So the given signal is y of t is equal to e raised to x of t. So we have to here perform 3 steps. In first step, put the value of x of t is equal to 0. That means here the given signal is y of t is equal to e raised to x of t, and we have to put here input signal which is given by x of t is equal to 0. Whenever the value of x of t is equal to 0, then y of t is equal to e raised to 0, which is equal to 1. That means the system is initially non-relaxed, and if the value of y of t is 0, then system is initially relaxed. Okay, so perform next step 2. Next, in next step, here the function of system is to take exponential of x of t. Now let there are two inputs, that is x1 of t and x2 of t. x1 of t will produce the individual output, that is y1 of t, which is equal to e raised to power x1 of t, and x2 of t which will produce y2 of t, and x2 of t becomes e raised to x2 of t. So we have to next step, we have to add these output, that is e raised to x1 of t plus e raised to x2 of t. Okay, in a third step, first add input x1 of t and x2 of t and then apply it to the system. We know that the system produces the exponential of input, that is x1 of t plus x2 of t, which is equal to y double dash of t is equal to e raised to power x1 of t plus x2 of t. And as we know that e raised to power a plus b becomes e raised to a into e raised to b. So y double dash of t is equal to e raised to x1 of t into e raised to x2 of t. We have to compare this equation 1 and 2 with each other, and after comparison we will get here the value of equation number 1, that is e raised to x1 of t plus e raised to x2 of t, is different than e raised to x1 of t into e raised to x2 of t. Here addition will takes place, and here e raised to x1 of t into e raised to x2 of t is present. So after comparison we will get here the equation number 1 and equation number of 2, that is value of y dash of t and value of y double dash of t are not equal, hence the system is non-linear system. So I think it's clear to you guys. Again, next we will solve our second problem. The signal is given y of t is equal to 1 upon 12 x of t minus 5 by 6. So again, in first step, just put the value of x of t is equal to 0. After putting the value of x of t is equal to 0, we will get here the value of y of t is equal to minus 5 by 6. So here the system is initially non-relaxed. Next, apply individual input to the system. In second step, this is our second step. Here we have to apply individual input to the system. For the first system, x1 of t 1 by 12 x1 of t minus 5 by 6 term आएगा, and second for x2 of t 1 divided by 12 x2 of t minus 5 by 6. So for the individual signal, for first signal simple x of t becomes x1 of t, and for a second signal it becomes x2 of t signal. Next equation, in y dash of t we have to just add x1 of t plus x2 of t signal, that is 1 upon 12 x1 of t minus 5 by 6 plus 1 divided by 12 x2 of t minus 5 by 6. In third step, combine both input and apply to the system, that is x1 of t plus x2 of t equals to 1 upon 12 x1 of t plus x2 of t, and we can take here minus 5 by 6 common value. So the y double dash of t is equal to 1 upon 12 x1 of t plus 1 divided by 12 x2 of t minus 5 by 6. So again we have to compare here the equation number 1 and equation number 2. After comparison we will get that equation 1 is not equal to equation 2. Hence the given system is non-linear system. Here remember one point. For linearity condition, if we apply 0 input, then output must be 0. But for step 1, here the 0 input system produces the output minus of 5 by 6. So that's why the system to be linear, the value of minus 5, 6 should not be present. Or we can say the value of this y of t which is equal to minus 5 by 6 should not be present. So that's why this is the non-linear system. Okay. Next आएगा आपका y of n is equal to cos of x of n. This is third example. Here one cos value is there, that is cos of x of n, and we have to again calculate whether the given system is linear or not. So apply here again the value of x of n is equal to 0, and as we know that the value of cos 0 is 1, so the system is initially non-relaxed, because after putting the value of input 0, the output becomes 1. So the initially system is non-relaxed system. Second, consider again the two inputs, that is x1 of n and x2 of n. Apply these two inputs separately to the system and observe that the function of system is to take cos of input signals, that is x1 of n equals to y1 of n is equal to cos of x1 of n, and second x2 of n applied to the y2 of n which is equal to cos of x2 of n. Second, calculate the value of y dash of n, and which can be given by adding the two input values, that is x1 of n plus x2 of n. So y1 of n is equal to y1 of n plus y2 of n. Next, y dash of n is equal to, here the value of y1 of n is cos x1 of n, and value of y2 of n is equal to cos of x2 of n. In the third step, add two inputs and pass it through the system. Here remember, in first step we have to just put value of input signal, that is x of t or x of n is 0. In second step we have to add the two input signals, and after that in second step we have to just adding the output signal to get the value of y dash of n, and after that in a third step add two inputs and pass it through that system. Okay, so the x1 of n plus x2 of n which is equal to cos of x1 of n plus x2 of n, here we can take cos as a common term. So after that y double dash of n which is equal to cos of x1 of n plus x2 of n. So we can apply here one basic formula, that is cos a plus b. Cos a plus b which is equal to cos a into cos b plus sin a into sin b. So after applying this formula to this given equation, we are getting here value of y double dash of n is equal to cos x1 of n into cos x2 of n plus sin x1 of n into sin x2 of n. So after that we have to just compare this equation with the second equation. This is our second equation, and after that we observe that the equation number 1 is not equal to equation number 2, hence the system is non-linear. Okay students, for more practice we are going to solve here again some problems based on it. So the fourth question is t of x of n is equal to a into x of n plus 6. So the given equation is expressed in discrete form, that is x of n. So whether the given system is given in x of n or x of t, we have to follow same procedure. That is, in step 1, put input x of n is equal to 0. then we will get here y of n is equal to 0 plus 6, that is equal to 6. Thus the system is initially non-relaxed. Okay, in a second step, again we have to consider the two inputs, that is x1 of n and x2 of n. We will apply these two inputs separately to a system. So for x1 of n, y1 of n is equal to a1 x1 of n plus 6, and for x2 of n, y2 of n is equal to a into x2 of n plus 6. Okay, then after that add these outputs, that is y1 of n and y2 of n, to get value of y dash of n. So after adding the value of y1 of n plus y2 of n, we are getting here equation a1 into, in bracket, a into x1 of n plus 6 plus a2 a into x2 of n plus 6. Note that the given equation contains the coefficient a and 6. So to check the linearity, we will add the output as follows, like this. Okay, here the value of a1, here the a1 and a2 are arbitrary constants and they are used to check the linearity. That means the value of a1 and a2 is equal to 1. Okay, in the next stage, that is in third step, we will add two inputs and then we will apply the signal to the system. Again we will use arbitrary constant a1 and a2, and y double dash of n becomes a into a1 x1 of n plus a2 into x2 of n plus 6. Okay, so this is y dash of n and this is y double dash of n. After that we have to just compare y dash of n with y double dash of n. So the equation 1 and equation number 2, they are not equal, hence the system is non-linear. Okay, again we are going to take here last problem, that is y of n is equal to x of n plus n into x of n plus 1. So here again apply x of n is equal to 0, that is the value of n is equal to 0. Here the system is relaxed system. Okay, initially relaxed system is present. Okay, second, consider again two inputs, x1 of n and x2 of n, and apply two inputs separately to the system, y1 of n. So for individual system y1 of n, this simply x of n signal becomes x1 of n plus n into x1 of n plus 1, and for second signal y2 of n is equal to x2 of n plus n of x2 of n plus 1. Okay, in the next step we have to just add y1 of n plus y2 of n. So after adding y dash of n becomes x1 of n plus n into x1 n plus 1 plus x2 of n plus n into x2 of n plus 1. So in next step we can take n as a common term, and in bracket the remaining terms are x1 of n plus 1 plus x2 of n plus 1. So this is our equation number 1. Okay, in a third step, combine two inputs and apply that to the system. So here x1 of n plus x2 of n, which is equal to x1 of n plus x2 of n plus n into x1 of n plus 1 plus x2 of n plus 1. So y double dash of n becomes x1 of n plus x2 of n plus n into x1 of n plus 1 plus x2 of n plus 1. So we can observe that our equation number 1 and equation number 2 both are same, that is y dash of n and y double dash of n both are same, hence the system is linear system. Okay, so I hope you will be able to solve such type of problems which are based on linearity and non-linearity concept. Okay, so in today's session we have covered the first type of system, that is linear and non-linear system. In our next video we will see other remaining types of. So today we stop here with the motivational quote, and today's motivational quote for you is, learn to find joy in life, that's the best way to bring happiness. So thank you guys, stay motivated, stay positive, be happy. Thank you so much.